Okay, so hey guys, today we're going to be looking at forgotten features from Tornado Alley Ultimate, from the beta, and also from some of the old versions. So here we go. Okay, so number one on our list is the fact that in the old version of Tornado Alley Ultimate, there used to be a message that shows up after each round when the round ends and you get sent back to the lobby, and it said total tornado damage in US dollars. Now, this feature was actually removed once the game was officially released, and I'm kind of curious why they removed it. Like, it was a kind of useless feature, and it didn't really make a lot of sense how the number was calculated. But I guess the damage was calculated by the number of bricks that got destroyed in the map. But overall, it was kind of an interesting thing that the creator removed. Now, another removed thing or forgotten thing is the fact that in the old menu, selection was actually very similar to the Smash Ultimate map selection theme, and also the music was also very similar. But of course later on he changed it, and it actually looks a lot cleaner in the new version. And also the fact that when the map was chosen after a round, it used to say destroyed and it said repairing and then ... and then you had to like choose any other map except for the destroyed one, which made it so that that map couldn't be replayed every single round, which was kind of interesting. But yeah. Another forgotten thing is the fact that at the start of every round, of every new round, there used to be these little news articles that shows up, like the Robloxian news, extra, massive tornado rocks islands, and actually it says massive tornado rocks map name, right, basically, and it shows a random player name, and it said, and the player would have like a random text such as like, that was the scariest experience ever, and it said like one survival, the username wrote and said. And basically this feature was removed for some reason, and it was kind of a cool little like thing, I guess, and unfortunately it was removed in the official release. But I'm actually kind of curious why it was removed, because like it gave a little bit of like lore and kind of a story, but I don't know, I kind of missed this feature, well, not feature but GUI, because it kind of added some sort of story and lore, I guess. Another forgotten thing is the fact that the old basically the objective thing looked very basic. It was just like a GUI, and it said the tornado arrives soon, watch the weather service announcements above for updates. Now it's actually more transparent. This actually just shows like bullet points, like number 1, number 2, number 3. But this one was way more simple, and I don't know, I kind of miss this. It's kind of nostalgic, but overall the new one looks better, but it does go by very quickly, so you gotta read it fast. Another forgotten thing is the fact that the menu buttons used to look very different. They used to look more simplistic, with just basic light blue and yellow color for the inventory and the shop. And personally, I kind of like the new one because it looks a lot cleaner. This looks more kind of placeholder-like. And I mean, yeah, it looked neat because it had little colored icons, but the newer ones look a lot better with the new animations and everything. Another forgotten thing is the fact that when the tornado spawned, there used to be this little news camera icon thing, kind of like overlaying the screen, kind of like a news reporter type thing, and it said like recording, and then it said like there's a tornado forming in farms, and like breaking news. It was kind of cool. Another forgotten feature is the fact that when you used to sprint in the old version of Tornado Alley Ultimate, there used to be little sprint particles that used to show up above your feet when you ran. And I kind of missed this feature because it kind of looked kind of cool, but in thinking the new versions, it actually got removed, unfortunately. Another interesting fact is the fact that the airport used to have a unused track before it actually got replaced with the official track. Now this was the track that I think One Billy Bob was going to use, but then decided to change. And here, have a listen. Now, in the official game, the song has now been replaced with the song called Pacific Time, which is this one. This one, in my opinion, sounds a lot better because the song Airport sounds a lot more melancholic. It doesn't sound very energetic. Compared to the Pacific Time song, it sounds more fitting. And also the fact that the icon for the song literally says Airport Express. And it's funny because looking through these songs for the playlist, you can actually tell what song is for what map. Like, for example, the Industry song, which is called Industry 1, is for the Timberton map, I think it's called, or like the Woodworks map, wherever the map with the like the Woodworks factory. Like, you can kind of tell which songs are which. Like, for example, the Into Space is obviously for the space map, which I forgot the name is, and Everest Glaciers is obviously for the glacier map, which actually is a really nice song. And funny enough, the song that's used in the Temple of Haya is actually called Sadness Chinese Instrumental Music. It's funny because at the start of the playlist, I'm pretty sure when Billy Bob actually made these himself, but then later on he kind of decided to just use royalty-free tracks, which, I mean, is kind of interesting. And so yeah, that's about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll probably make more MTS content, so yeah.